History is often written by the victors, but in July 2024, history was written by the blood of unarmed civilians. This isn't just a story of a regime fall. This is an untold story how a generation of students brought a dictatorship to its knees, and heroes like Sharif Usman Hadi, Abu Sayed and Mughdo who paid the price by their lives. A massive revolution which changed the South Asian politics forever. July 2024. A fascist regime was ruling the country since 15 years. A country where democracy was on paper and freedom of speech was a luxury. June 2024. It started in a courtroom. For 6 years, the harsh quota system in Bangladesh had been abolished, but suddenly the High Court reinstated. 56% of the all government jobs were reserved for specific groups, and only 44% were reserved for the merits. In a country with millions of unemployed graduates, this wasn't just a policy change, this was a death sentence for their dreams. Students instantly started protesting.
At first, it was a peaceful protest, just students with flag and placards, asking a logical question. Why does 56% of the country get priority over talent? On July 14th, in a press conference, former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina was asked about the protesters. Her answer was shocked the nation. She compared the protesters to Rajakar, which is one of the worst insults in Bangladesh. Rajakars refer to those who collaborated with the Pakistani military during the 1971 war and were involved in mass sexual violence against women. That night, students from all universities came out to protest. They began chanting, "Tumi ke, ami ke, Rajakar, Rajakar." This was a sarcastic response to the leaders calling them Rajakar. They were mocking the insult and showing that they would not be silenced by being labeled as traitors.
That time, Chhatra League arrived with weapons to stop the protesters. Shahid Usman Hadi was passing through there. He went inside and informed the students about the Chhatra League. He also advised the females to go inside the campus. The Chhatra League launched a massive attack on the students. They successfully stopped the protest for 3 hours. Sheikh Hasina was desperate. She closed the universities and told the students to leave the halls. She thought this would stop the protest, but the fire had already spread to the street. Sheikh Hasina ordered the police to open fire on the students. The police became more violent. In Rangpur, a big moment happened. A guy named Abu Sayed who stood alone against the police. While police was shooting, he spread his arm wide. He opened his chest to the bullet. It was like he was saying, "You can kill me, but you cannot stop us." This video became viral all over the internet. This time, all private university students came out to help the students. After they joined, the movement spread massively. This time, police became more violent. They used APC, they start firing from helicopter, they used sniper to kill the student. Even they were using live grenades on the student. Chhatra League and Army League was participating with the police to kill the student. The government declared a war on its own people. They declared a complete lockdown in the whole country. The student didn't stop and continue the protest. All of the media was silent that time. They didn't publish any single news about the protest. Many people got arrested for raising their voice on social media. They got illegally detained and sent to the torture centers. Hasina made a lot of torture centers during his time. If you say anything that time, you'd have sent to one of those torture cells. Sheikh Hasina was losing the control. He shut down the internet for 6 days and put the all blame on the students. She said all the protesters destroy the infrastructure so they cannot provide internet. They arrested all the student leaders to stop the protest. But the detective branch commissioner made a mistake. To show his power, he uploaded a photo of the student leader being arrested. The government was originally planning to assassinate the leaders, but now everyone knows they were being arrested by the police. They published a rumor that the student leader called back the protest. Students know it was a rumor, so they didn't stop the protest. Next day, the police released the student leaders. That time, all the Bangladeshi workers who were outside the country, they stopped sending remittance to the country. Because of that, the economy was crashing heavily. Due to heavy pressure, the government turned on the internet after 6 days. Now everyone saw that how police killed more than 3,000 students and buried them together. Everyone came out of the house and joined the student. That time the student leader Nahid Islam went to the Shahid Minar and says, "We have only one demand, the Hasina government must fall." He called for a long march to the Dhaka, where everyone will go to Dhaka and join the protest. To stop them, the government stopped all the public transport. People started walking on feet to go to Dhaka. More than 300k police, army and RAB was deployed in Dhaka. But that time, Army Lower Command decided they will not fire anymore on the students. Victory news started coming from Kumilla, Chittagong, Rajshahi, everywhere. Everyone know we are winning, now it's time for a final push. More than 1 million of people started walking towards the parliament, and now police don't have guts to fire anymore because they know if they fire they will die instantly. They cannot control 1 million people at a time. Hasina ordered the police and army to kill all of them. But that time, the army general said it's out of control, we cannot do anything. And after Hasina realized, he went to India for a safe exit. He even asked India to attack on Bangladesh that day. Hasina was a puppet of Indian government. So Indian news media is spreading fake news about minorities being killed in Bangladesh. When Muslim people was protecting the temples from Chhatra League, Indian newspaper spread fake news that they are capturing it. The student leader requested Nobel winner Dr. Muhammad Yunus to take charge of the country. He accepted their request and took the charge of the country. Finally, we were free. We can speak freely for a price of thousands of people's life.